Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm bringing you probably one of the final BT6 deck profiles I'll do this format, and I just wanted to share, just while we still have a little bit of time left in BT6, just to get the most out of this format as we can, because I know things are progressing so quickly in Digimon all the time that it can be a bit overwhelming going from format to format so quickly. But I think a lot of us are ready to go into BT7 right now, so everybody's putting up their BT7 deck profiles, which is great because now we know what we got to pick up for the next formats, and it's just nice to see we know what we want to play so far. But I am a big believer of living in the moment, so I do still enjoy playing BT6 format, and I will continue to do so right up until the last minute, until I literally have my boxes of BT7 in my hands. Today I'm going through an OTK green deck profile. I haven't played OTK green since I think it was like BT4, and it was one of the decks that I really enjoyed the most in that format especially. I just love the playstyle of it, and I just love how the whole deck synergizes, and with the addition of a few cards I decided to give it another shot just to wrap up the BT6 format. I will probably be bringing this to my locals, which we have the first ever Digimon locals in my hometown finally happening this Sunday, so I'll do a whole video about that, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, let's take a look at OTK Green and let's enjoy the last of BT6. Make sure to go to topdecktcg.com and use code BULB10 for 10% off your next purchase. Okay everybody, so let's get into the profile, starting off with 4 Pinamon. His inherit is once per turn, when you attack an opponent's Digimon, you get to draw a card. I know green tends to have some bricking issues. That has always been the main complaint of a green deck, finding your pieces on time. Pinamon is good for drawing into the cards that you're looking for. I think he's a great egg, and the altar just looks beautiful. And then the other one I'm playing is the 1 Argomon. So when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during the unsuspend phase, you get to gain a memory, which is also very useful in green. But I'll go more with the Pinamon over the Argomon, because Green's whole thing is getting big stacks on as little memory as possible, so that is nice. Alright, let's have a look at our keys. So I'm starting off with 4 Goblinmon, free on an egg, and he's a 2 cost for memory depriving, which if your opponent doesn't have a tamer, you want to make sure they're on as little memory as possible, especially because you are building stacks, so it takes a little bit of time sometimes, so keeping them at bay as much as possible is always a good idea. Next up, I am playing the 3 GranKuwagamon. While this Digimon is level 6 or higher, it gains security attack +1. So that is a really cool card to have under your level 6 stack. You just get an extra security attack, so this is a very aggro list. We want to be doing as much damage as possible. Then I'm playing the 2 Terriermon for the memory boosts. All of them, every single memory boost, we're turning them off with our terriers. Then I'm playing 2 of the Bakomon. His inherit is, if your opponent has 2 or more suspended Digimon, you get to gain a memory. Again, green thrives off building stacks on as little memory as possible, so gaining that little bit of memory actually could be the difference between a big stack and a small stack. Then for the last of my rookies, I'm just playing the 1 Argomon, another 2 cost drop. He's cheap and he's 3 KTP, so he's pretty much interchangeable with Goblinmon. If you'd prefer to play 4 Argomon and 1 Goblinmon, that's also okay, but I think the art on Goblinmon is kind of cute, so I go with him over Argomon. Personal preference really. Now onto our level 4s. I'm playing 4 of the Weedmon, probably one of the best level 4s in green, not only because he's called Weedmon, which is hilarious, but also because he's 1 cost to Digivolve, and when he's Digiburst you gain a memory. Then I am playing 4 of the Kabuterimon. Got your blockers on field, slows the game down a little bit for you to build your stacks, and also is good for protection, I guess, and then you can use it to build into a stack. And then the last of the level 4s that I'm playing is the 2 Arbormon. He's the hybrid of the deck. He can Digivolve onto a tamer for a cost of 2. He's green's local. Next we're going on to our level 5s, and the most important level 5 is definitely the Lilamon. You can Digiburst 2 from her to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, or you Digivolve on top of her. Her inherit is, if you have a tamer in play, you get to, when attacking, you get to suspend an opponent's Digimon. That is really valuable for our level 6s, and you'll see why in just a moment. I'm playing the 3 Blossomon. Digisorption effect is really good. Building stacks for really cheap is important. And of course the 1 Argomon, because the card is too good to not play. And then the last of the level 5s I'm playing is the 1 Cherrymon. He's a big blocker. Again, stalls for the game but also builds a stack at the same time, so that's quite nice. Now we're going into our level 6s, the fun part of the deck. Starting off with 3 of the GranKuwagamon. He's a card that terrorized many people for a long time during, I'm pretty sure it was BT4 format. OTK Green was at the top of its game, but I don't think it's quite dead yet. I think it does still have a chance, and like I said, I'll bring it to my locals on Sunday to test it out. Just don't tell them. Digiburst 2 to gain an additional security attack, and then if you have the Kuwagamon underneath, that's another additional security attack. So you are going for big chunks of security. Then, because he's the plague in everyone's life that we love, it is Ancient Troymon. When an opponent's Digimon attacks, you get to suspend 2 Digimon without blocker. One of your opponent's Digimon attacks, you've got 3 dudes on board, none of them are blockers. The other 2 get suspended as well. If you have a sneaky stack built up to the side, you can Nidhogg them. That's always fun. And on deletion, you get to play Arboromon, which is kind of nice as well. So he is really stunning your opponent. And then the GranKuwaku alongside him is going super aggressive. They work really well together, and I think that this deck will be unexpected. I don't think a lot of people would see it coming. And also alongside your 1 Nidhogg, we're only playing the 1, anything that is suspended from your Ancient Troy, and then you Nidhogg them. That's gonna be a very sad day for them, and a very happy day for you, because no matter what, Nidhogg is a card people need to still watch out for, and always watch out for. I think anyway, it's too good for green to not ever play it. So then I'm playing 2 Chaosmon as our level 7. You know the whole OTK thing at this stage. You go into GranKuwagamon, Digiburst 2 or 4 to gain an additional 1 or 2 security checks. If you've got the Kuwagamon, that's an extra security check underneath. And then once you've swung for all them, if he is alive, which ideally he will be, you can chuck the Chaosmon on top and attack an unsuspended Digimon, and then he has also his piercing, so he does all of the extra security attacks that GranKuwagamon would have done as well. And then he is also a giant body on board that is quite difficult to get rid of. Then onto our option cards, I'm playing 2 of the green Memory Boost, just for consistency, just so you can see your pieces a little bit faster, and to have that little bit of extra memory if you do need it. Then I'm playing the 1 Hidden Potential Discovered, because Nidhogging for free is so much fun, and this card is absolutely insane in the first place. Shame it's only at 1. And then we are going into our Tamers. So I'm playing 2 of the Mimi, because she is still arguably one of the best green Tamers. She's your memory fixer, and then if you have a level 5 on board, you can suspend her to bring out an egg into the empty egg zone, or if your egg zone is not empty, to bring the dude up from here, and he can attack straight away. I am playing 4 of the Izumi and Mimi. If your opponent has a suspended Digimon in play, gain 2 memory, and because the whole aim of this game is suspending, you're more than likely going to get that 2 memory. But also, when one of your level 5s attacks, you can suspend this card to reveal the top 3, and if there's a level 6 among them, you can digivolve that onto the attacking Digimon for free. So that is also really cool. And that is the deck profile, the OTK Green deck profile. Alright everybody, that is the deck profile for green. Let me know if you build it, and what decks are you playing to finish out BT6 before we go into BT7, which will be early March. I will let you know how I get on, and I will be posting a video about the first ever locals in my area soon enough as well. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.